Integrating abundance into daily life involves embedding mindful habits and practices that foster prosperity and well-being. Mindfulness, centered on non-judgmental awareness of our inner world, is key. Integrating this practice into daily routines transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for presence and gratitude. Mindful eating is a transformative habit. It's about truly savoring each bite, attuning to textures and flavors, and listening to the body's cues. This approach deepens the enjoyment of food and cultivates a healthier relationship with eating. Incorporating mindful breathing into daily activities like commuting or during breaks helps anchor in the present moment. This simple focus on breath fosters calmness and reduces stress. Mindful walking is another enriching practice. Being fully present with each step and attentive to the environment and bodily sensations turns walking into a meditative experience. These mindful practices embody abundance principles, promoting presence, gratitude, and a deeper self-connection. Cultivating an outlook focused on prosperity and well-being contributes to a more fulfilling and enriching life. So I'm curious if our panelists have a favorite mindful practice or tip to share with the viewers. Can we start with Bob first?
Sure. Well, now that I've had this affirmations-based YouTube channel for 7 years, I've gotten a ton of feedback about what motivates people to go there and to practice. And my most popular affirmations are morning affirmations. People usually seek these things out when they're going through a rough time, and it helps to lift them up. That's great. But quite often, when they feel better, they move on to other things. I believe that having a regular practice of reminding yourself of what the things in your life that are going well, seeking opportunities, visualizing your goals, including emotion into that. I think you should do that, feast or famine. And I think the best time to do it is if you're only going to do this once a day, morning by far is the best time to do it, and to try to do it soon. Sometimes people even start this process when they're still in bed. They don't even get out of bed. They'll listen to something, think about what they're grateful for, visualize their day unfolding in the way that they want it to. And how do you want to feel today? How do you want to show up in the world? So I believe that a morning practice really sets the foundation for your day. Not every day is going to go, it's perfect, of course, but it just sets the tone. If you were to add a second time right before you go to bed, have that bookend day effect. Look back on your day. What were the lessons learned? What were the highlights? And what can you learn to do better in the future? And then maybe listen to something as you drift off to sleep, either affirmations or a music that will raise your vibe while you sleep. So yeah, I think that those habits are crucial to living a fulfilling life.
I like that. I'm going to start a morning practice, and part of that is getting rid of my smartphone, like lock it in a drawer or something, because it's creating a massive distraction. How about you, Cliff?
Oh, my favorite practice for mindfulness and just living in the moment is meditation. And my favorite app for that is called Insight Timer. It's available for free. You never would have to pay for it. Although there is a small subscription option for Plus subscribers, and you get access to some more professional courses and stuff like that. But there are literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of free meditations currently in the app right now. Am I able to see it on the home screen? I don't see the map right now. But anyway, normally it tells me here there are currently 836,000 people who meditated today using this app. And I will say that I am currently, today was 693 consecutive days without missing meditation. Meditation for me is absolutely hands down my favorite activity. At least once a day, no less than 5 to 10 minutes, and more is what I typically do.
Great advice.
If I might mention real quick, but you can find my affirmations in the Insight Timer app too. So
I'm going to look you up.
I'm glad you brought that up, Cliff.
Cool. How about you, Tony?
Well, I would say combination of what Cliff and Bob said, but even I have this Tony's billionaire ritual that I've been practicing this for a while now. And it's incredible how it has changed my life, first and foremost. And then I started creating that for my clients. So what is a billionaire ritual is about? Engaging the five senses in the morning and in the evening. Meaning, when it comes to abundance mindset, it's like, for instance, if I go to bed in the evening, bringing all the senses and looking back throughout the day where I see and I'm grateful for the abundance. For instance, if I smell the food or the perfume that I'm wearing, or I touched something, or I went for a walk in nature, and being able to go with that mindset to sleep and actually put in my intention of what do I want next morning. And in the morning, for sure, I start my every day for the last, I would say, 20 years now with meditation. And also part of that meditation is a visualization. So I've created some meditation solutions for people for abundance money mindset, awakening your money mindset meditation. And with that, it's pretty much when we engage our creative mind and when we engage our emotions, we start really raising this vibration of abundance and gratitude. So after I do my meditation, one thing I do is I have coins and I click them. So I engage now my ears with the sound of wealth. And I would say I would love more of those. They could be gold coins, for instance, because you can invest in gold. So it doesn't have to be the money itself, but the sound of it, you bring it into your senses every morning and you start reprogramming your brain for abundance. And also the part of the billionaire ritual, it's actually writing down every single day the kind of problems you can solve and the kind of skills, new skills you actually learn on a daily basis. And most people don't give credit to themselves for the amazing problem solving solutions for others. And they don't know how to take that and then monetize it and bring it into that billionaire mindset. And then link that billionaire mindset with this vision beyond oneself, which I talk quite a lot in the Unfakeable Codebook, Take Back Control, Live Freely and Lead Authentically. And also in Path to Excellence, where I share methodology about 8 principles of personal and leadership excellence and bringing that all together into billionaire ritual.
I like the coins. I like the coins. For a minute there, I was thinking about the cash register ringing, but then
yes, cash register ringing. So each person would have a very different association to the coin.
I hope that doesn't get misinterpreted and mean that I just start overspending.
Well, it's essential for both, by the way, because the more we earn, the more we spend. And something that my parents were very humble restaurateurs. So I come also from a, humble parents who got married in an arranged marriage, started from nothing. They built many restaurants and many properties. And, during the war, we lost all of that. And then using some of the wisdom that I could see in my parents never chased money, but they chased service. They fed people every single day with lots of joy and with lots of gratitude. And they had those spiritual principles because they pretty much in former Yugoslavia, religion wasn't really encouraged. So it was something that you at home, and there are many mixed marriages, and I am product of a mixed marriage, but we were brought up pretty much more on, I would say, the science side of things, but also spiritually at home. So my parents were very humble when it came to that. They never thought about money, although they created a lot together as a couple, but their focus was feeding people, creating experiences, and making them feel welcome and being like a family, home-cooked food. And it is the same principles that I apply in my own entrepreneurial business to make people feel amazing when they're around me.
And how about James? Mindful practices?
Yeah, for me, it's my form of meditation is a mindful prayer life, and I have that regularly. I cannot start the day personally without it, and find myself really praying more for others, families, friends, and those in need than for myself. But my wife taught me recently about mindful walking. And, we rent a house on the Jersey Shore every summer. And my favorite part about this is not the proximity to the beach and the beautiful, weather and all those other things that come along with it, but rather the mindful walks that she and I do every morning, 2 to 3 miles, rain or shine on the boardwalk, just really celebrating life and just being thankful for all that we have and all that we hope to have and who we hope to help and but the mindful walking is something that she taught me and I really appreciate that now.
Walking's great. It really really helps to spark creativity, and I'm sure you get great ideas on those walks.
Absolutely, and a lot of dreams too, right? My mother always told me, don't be afraid to dream big dreams, and always be a leader and not a follower. And those are two principles I've kept with me all my life.
That's great advice. Well, I want to thank all the panelists for being so generous with their time in this episode. Just some really quick takeaways. I love the idea of keeping an open mind, and that an abundance mindset can coexist with other beliefs that you may have. I love the idea of manifesting wealth and abundance, and the idea of service over money. And it's all related in this virtuous circle. But it seems that when you're focused on service and helping people, wealth tends to come back to you. So thanks once again to all the panelists. I urge everyone to check them out, follow them. You can find Bob Baker at bobbakerinspiration.com. He's also at promoteyourcreativity.com. But check out the affirmations at YouTube. They're fantastic. Cliff Ravenscraft is at cliffravenscraft.com. Tony J. Selimi is at Selimi.
TonySelimi.com, yes.
TonySelimi.com. And finally, last but not least, we have James Orsini. You can find him on LinkedIn, where he generously shared this episode, and you can find more about him and what he's doing at VaynerX.com. Thank you, panelists. I thank you to the viewers and listeners for joining us. And I hope to see you next week, Wednesday, January 24th, same time, 6 p.m. with episode 20. We're going to be discussing beyond traditional investing, exploring alternative asset classes. Our panelists that are confirmed right now include David Stein, former institutional money manager and host of the Money for the Rest of Us podcast. We have Scott Lynn, who is founder and CEO of Masterworks.io, and Rick Edelman, longtime financial advisor, radio host, and host of The Truth About Your Future. So think about abundance, think about having an abundance mindset, and do something that scares you, because that's where the magic happens.